honor and a profound responsibility to open this second quarter sector retreat of the Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology. As we gather once again on the tranquil grounds of Sindola Safari Lodge, an environment that invites both the reflection and bold visioning, we are reminded that transformation is not a singular act, but a sustained collective journey. It's a journey, the transformation. And in that process, things will not be okay. We'll shake the system up sometimes. And psychologically, we are ready for that. Our theme for this retreat, accelerating transformation from commitments to impact. I repeat, accelerating transformation from commitment to impact. With that theme alone, we don't have that patience for theory. We need action. That's why we're here. We're here for results. We are here to serve the Gambian people. We are here to ensure that the transformation within the higher education ecosystem is felt by everybody. We are not here to repeat what did not work in the past. For 60 years, we are not here for that. We are not here at the ministry to do what has been done before. We are here to serve. And to serve we must. And then we go back to where we belong to. We go back to the classroom. And happily we go back to the classroom. Make no mistake. We are not here to warm the seat. We are not here to do anything other than serving the Gambian people, serving the Republic. In that process, we will not sugarcoat things. In that process, we look at the common good as enshrined in our national anthem. That's what we believe in. And that's why we will remind ourselves to buckle up and serve the Gambian people, for them to see the results. Not this, I will do this, I will do that. When people are not seeing those results, the transformation must be real. From theory to practice. That's why some months ago we came here. We agreed and had resolutions. And that we will do this before the next quarter. That's why now the second quarter we are back here to now revisit those resolutions and see how we can progress. That's why we are here. That's why we are paid by taxpayers to now serve the Republic. Permit me to recall that in February for this year, we convened our inaugural sectoral retreat at this very location. That historic gathering was a bold step toward redefining how we govern, fund, and grow higher education in the Gambia. It yielded a comprehensive set of 23 resolutions, 23. Focus on institutional accountability, digital transformation, governance, performance management, and sustainable development. That's what we agreed upon in February and in 23 different resolutions. With the establishment of a cross-institutional key performance indicators, KPIs, framework and performance contracts, we set clear expectations and measurable targets. The bar was raised, and rightfully so, because the development of any nation rests squarely on the capacity, quality, and innovation of its higher education and research institutions. Today, Nearly 6 months later, we are called upon to answer a simple but weighty question. Have we delivered on what we promised? And I repeat the question, which is fundamental. Have we delivered on what we promised? This retreat is not merely a review meeting. It is a strategic checkpoint, a space to take stock, reassess our direction, and make informed adjustments as we navigate the second half of 2025. Our primary objectives over the next 3 days are clear and very, very clear. To evaluate institutional progress against KPIs and the February resolutions, to identify and resolve implementation bottlenecks, to recalibrate strategic priorities in line with current realities, and to strengthen stakeholder alignment across our ecosystem. These efforts are not ends in themselves. They are the scaffolding for a system that delivers quality education, produces employable graduates, supports frontier research, enables digital equity, and builds a globally competitive economy. That's the objective. Colleagues, we must be bold in our self-assessments and courageous in correcting course. We must treat accountability not as a bureaucratic exercise, but as an ethical imperative. Let us examine in full transparency the status of ERP systems and digital learning platforms, the progress of institutional accreditation and the national qualification framework, the evolution of our performance contracts, the alignment of our budgets with strategic priorities, and the real-world impact of our research and innovation initiatives. Let us also ask hard questions. Are our policies enabling transformation, or are they relics of a past era? Are we sufficiently agile in responding to new technologies and global trends? Have we embedded AI, green technologies, and gender equity in our institutional blueprints? This retreat must conclude not only with a progress report, but with a refined KPIs framework, a clear Q3 and Q4 action plan, a strengthened collaboration mechanism, and a resource mobilization strategy aligned with our development partners. As you engage in the plenary sessions, working groups, and strategic planning exercise, I urge you to think systematically, act collaboratively, and innovate relentlessly. The success of our institutions, and indeed the futures of thousands of young Gambians, depends on quality of the decisions we take here. To the Permanent Secretary, the Deputy Permanent Secretary, our directors, and the Planning and Policy Analysis Directorate, and the entire MOHA staff, I extend deep appreciation for your tireless preparation. To our institutional leaders, the Vice Chancellors, Provosts, Registrars, and Governing Council chairpersons, your stewardship remains vital. The ministry is your partner, not your auditor. Because there's also that tendency to think that we are just there for auditing purpose. We must work together to deliver the aspirations of the National Development Plan, YIRIWA, and the Education Sector Strategic Plan. Let us, in the words of Nelson Mandela, Madiba, Remember to celebrate milestones as you prepare for the road ahead. Yes, I've been hearing about financing here and there. We will continue supporting, and yes, it will never be enough. Whatever you put in education will never be enough. But the government of His Excellency President Adama Barrow is doing a lot for the higher education ecosystem. And I just want to be factual. Just for USET, with the transformation of USET, GTTI to USET, and the campus, the newly constructed campus, and the newly graduated engineering graduates and so on, all put together, and the training and the state-of-the-art equipment at that, in that campus, that's USET. His Excellency President Adama Barrow and his entire government spent nothing less than over 360,000 dollars just on USET alone. This is different from the other, that is the normal subvention of 2 million every month and other, support that we are giving, like the skills and innovation recently 7 million, close to that. This is different. But just for USET alone on this campus in Brikama and the capacity building, the equipment, over $858 million was spent. And I just want to take another example, one example, that's UTG campus. If you take the lot 1 that is inaugurated, lot 2 that will be inaugurated in December 27, and then also the School of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences that will be inaugurated, and that will be how to call it, the foundation stone will be laid that same day, December 27. All put together with the equipment, the capacity building, and so on, the labs and so on. I tell you that alone, His Excellency President Adama Barrow and his government would have spent on UTG alone, Faraba campus, over $7 billion. $7 billion. I'm not talking about also the $2 million subvention and other stuff that we give. So when we are talking about financial support from the Gambia government, we need to understand that education is a priority of His Excellency President Adama Barrow. And that's the reason why we're spending. But we are not alone. Other sectors also need the support. Health, agriculture, you name it. Yes, we will always ask for more. And this minister will be the first to ask for more. But we need to understand the dynamics, that we are not alone. It's a large family. So we take our share and allow others to take theirs. But I would want to assure everybody that we are signposting our higher education ecosystem. And President Barrow has reassured us that he will give the support that is needed for education. We are thinking of even other projects as we speak. We are doing our homework, coming up with other possibilities to fund some of the other activities. So that's the way forward. So let's make good use of what is given to us by the taxpayers. It is not enough, yes, but let's make good use of that. Let's respond in the service of the Republic. Distinguished colleagues, the time for reflection is brief. The time for action is now. The Gambian people do not have the patience now to be given stories. They want to see the results. Then you only continue. Oh, results and nothing but results. Let us begin this retreat with renewed commitment, clear-eyed purpose, and an unshakable belief that the Gambia's higher education sector can be a continental model of excellence. Yes, we can come from a small country by size, but we are not small in our thinking capacity. We come from a great nation called the Gambia. We can do it. The people can do it. And we have no doubt that they can do it. So that is the solution, not tomorrow, but today. Because development cannot be postponed. It is now. That's the mantra. And we have no doubt that we'll be able to reach that mountaintop. But that journey must continue. That crusade must continue. It is now my honor and privilege to declare the second quarter sector retreat 2025 officially open. Thank you very much.